You know, I come from good roots in New Jersey, solid middle class. Both my parents are master's degree holders, very educated. I have an older sister and a younger brother, very educated. My parents are 52 years married this summer. As a matter of fact, next month it'll be 53 years. They're retired, healthy, and they live in Miami. And what I want to be when I grow up is that, you know, and that means stress a little lower. It's not such an importance on money, and appreciate the life around you.
You've seen celebrity-ness enough to know what it's really about.
Yes, I have.
Not to get caught up in it.
Yes.
But there's still so many young people who feel that, oh, life would be just so wonderful.
No.
If I was a celebrity and could get to the VIP area and the clubs and all that. But, you know, we've both been in this business a long time, so, you know, just tell them what it really is and what it's really not.
I mean, it's really not about nothing. You know, it's really not about nothing. You know, I find the celebrity world to be extremely shallow. You know, there are good people that you run into. People like Toni Braxton, who's got a heart like mine. People like Celine Dion. I don't even know that woman, but I can't wait to meet her. I want to have her on my show. I want to meet her. People like Wendy Williams, you know, who has gone from being a friend in my head to, she's still a friend in my head. You know, I don't even want to ruin the illusion, but I just love that Wendy Williams. You know, I love Boris Kojo and his wife Nicole. You know, I have an appreciation, yes, for even people like Pam Anderson, you know, who manages, even with all the nuttiness, she carves out time for her sons in her own nutty way. You always see her going to soccer, playing with her boys and things like that. There are plenty of people who have children for props. There are plenty of women who attain power and got nothing to spoon at night but their money, you know. And, you know, at the end of life, your tombstone is not going to read, I was up in the VIP. You're not going to be remembered for those superficial things, you know, and you can't take your money with you. You will be remembered for the lives that you touch and the people that you directly affect first, indirectly affect second. Indirect affecting are people who might be fans of my show, if I've said something that touched them, and I so treasure that. But, you know, I want to be remembered as being a great mother, or whatever, you know, loving wife, dutiful daughter, you know, terrific friend to the people that I know, and those are the things that are important. And as far as the other fanciness, sometimes I think celebrity is wasted on young people, unless they are fortunate enough to have good, grounded unit around them, and that very rarely happens, because, you know, even with the parents, if you're paying all the bills, how do you expect anybody to say no to you? Oh, it's messy. And besides, if there weren't messy young people, then I'd be out of a job, at least the last 23 years, you know. But I've evolved into something else. That whole, you know, and I'm not coming just out of nowhere in terms of getting this show, a little of celebrity and a little bit of the good life.
Are you glad you're getting this show now at this age instead of at 25?
I'd be dead if I got it at 25. Forget about it. Forget about it. Single, hella famous, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. When I was 25, I was a wild dog. And that's what you're supposed to be. I had my career, but what? Someday I pick up my autobiography. It's called Wendy's Got the Heat. And the movie will be coming out in February, and Robin Givens plays me. And man, I mean, I know people who've lived harder, but I've lived hard enough to know that I'm glad to be here. And this show is coming at the right time. It's coming at the right time because I'm not crazy, because I think that I'm a really grounded woman. And even though from the outside, it's all, you know, one big cartoon, the heart of me and who I am, outside of, you know, what you see, is a decent wife, the best mother I can be, a dutiful daughter, and a great friend to the community. After that, I try to fit other things in. But I'm not out to split the atom. I'm not out to change the world. I'm just out to, one step at a time, make you smile and forget about the economy, or the fact that you might be out of a job, or that you're tired, or that you just broke up with your wife or your husband, or your kid just failed you, because these damn kids, you can only teach them so much. You have to let them go. And sometimes children can be disappointments. We all know we're children. But my show is a good time, and I will not lie to you and say it's anything but. My hot topics, honey, we're going to talk about everything. That's the first segment of the show. It's made up of 3 segments. Hot topics. That's we talk about the celebrities. I'm a staff writer at Life and Style Weekly magazine. I read the Inquirer. I read